こんにちは、根崎ゆうきです。5月15日、水曜日のセッションリーキャップ取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。それでは始めていきましょう。
For the 14th of May, right? And we're looking at the euro. We're waiting for the bounce off the day chart trend line, and we're buying dollars today, and so they should have sold euros, but they didn't sell euros. Why? Because there's a day chart trend line, and they know they want it to go up.
ユーロドルからですね、ユーロドルの60分チャートです。今日はドルが、買われました。今日はドルが買われたのでユーロが売られるべきなんですけども、ユーロドル下がってきません。なぜならデイチャートのトレンドラインがあるからですねと。ということで、上に上がってきたがってて、どこを狙うか、このターゲットですね、このトレンドラインがいっぱいあるところとか、サポートあるところを狙ってくるんじゃないかなと言っています。
Their word, and we'll look for them to bounce up into this area right here. Once it bounces, right? Once it bounces, that the trend will become this 240. The day chart trend will then become the new trend again. Right? So in fact, we can take this off right now because they're already proven it. So let's take that off right there, and let's go ahead and move to the upside. Right? So.
上の方を目指してターゲットをちょっと引いてみたいですね。
We're getting in position for the next move to the upside. So we're going to take the first HSI from the bottom here. All right, that's one. Second HSI.
まず一つ目ここから HSI ですね。
Right, it's going to come off this and this are the same. So we'll just use this one over here. All right, so second one here, and then we'll still have room to put a third one on. Okay.
で二つ目ここからですね。でこっちもこっちも同じようなのでこっちから取りましょうと。
Right. So what do we see? All right. Well, we can see we're going to have a day chart trend we're going to have to deal with over here also. All right. So our trade will then be right here. When we break up into here, this is gone by the way. When we break, hook, and go here, we'll take a small trade here. When it bounces up here, we'll take another one there, and we'll trade it up to this area right here.
はい、これ60分ですね、ユーロドルですね。で、これトレンドライン抜けてきて、ブレイクフック&ゴーでちっちゃいトレード取りましょう。で、ブレイクフック&ゴーでここの大きなところを取っていきましょうっていう感じですね。
So that's what you're looking for. Right? So once you break the 30-20 area, you're gonna get into a trade, but you're gonna have to move your stop by 30-50.
3020から買っていって、3050でストップを動かしてっていう感じですね。
Right. Get a stop to break even and sit on it. Break hook and go, double your position. And you're looking for the R5 up at 31.23. British pound. All right, British pound is at the bottom. Took our target out to the pip. All right, surprise, surprise. All right. We
ポンドドルですね。ピタリともうドンピシャリでターゲットに当たったよねってことを言ってます。
moved our stop, and everybody should have gotten stopped out, but they got stopped out with profit from the trade from yesterday. So how much did you make on that trade? What was the total take for those who took that trade?
昨日からのトレードで、利益になりましたよねと。
Buddy, 86 for Mike, 122 Ahmad, 64 for Sharon, and 62 Michael. Okay. So how about 80? Would that be a good number? Takes the lows out, takes the two highs out. 80 work? Okay.
どんだけ取りましたかということで、86ピップ、122ピップ、64ピップ、62ピップ、大体80ピップぐらい平均で取れてますねと。
82. Don't forget, it's your record, not my record. All right, nice job, everybody. Way to go. We're now looking. We got a real tough bottom here, as you can see. Tough bottom right here, right where we're at. And the market structure says we need to have a bounce. All right, so we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, or this may be all 3. Either way, we need 4 up to here. All right, so we're not going to trade this way. All right, so you're out of this trade to the upside. All right, walk away.
でもう上の方には買っていきたくないですよねと。跳ね返りでトレードしていくので、もうすることないですよねと。
Yeah, if we get a breakout, big if. Testing a breakout, but they have not been successful. All right. If they get a breakout, there's a trade like that right there. All right. And that's about all there is. There's a little room here, but really, this is a really hard bottom here. So.
ドルカナダですね、ドルカナダの240分チャートでこのトレンドラインブレイクしてきたらブレイクフッカーの5で買いたいねっていう感じですね。
I would only be looking for that 50-60 tips right there. So break and hook at 153, and you're going up to 102.08. About 55-60 tips there. All right, so that's the opportunity right there. And I'd move my stop tight there. It's just too much to get out of.
まあ50ピップぐらい取れますよね。でもすぐストップ上げていきますって言ってますね。
Get through. Dollar Swissy, there's nothing for us to do, folks. We're at the day chart top.
ドルフランすることないです。今240分チャートですけども、デイチャートのトレンドのトップにあるので、もうすることないですよねと。
It's nasty. Alright, so let me just put a trend on here because we could take this trend like here because it appears that they're breaking that. So let's take this over to here and see what it looks like. See, I can't get the heart line proven. I can't get squat proven with this thing.
まあちょっと新しいトレンド引いてみたんですけど、ハードラインのプルーブがまだないですよね。あんまり綺麗とは言えないのでちょっと微妙ですねと。
Yeah, that's probably it. So let me take the day chart off because we're breaking that right now.
でまあちょっとここにしてみました。ここから引いたらまあハードライン綺麗に使われてますので、まあ多分これだろう、これが使われてるんだろうなと。
And we took the top out here. So it is dicey. That's all I can tell you. I just don't have a good feeling about this one at all.
まあダイシーちょっとよくわかんない、微妙だ。まあなのでやらない方がいいよねと。ドルフランはやらないときましょうと。
If they move it, they're only going to ram it into here. All right, so what I'd rather see them do is move it over to here and then maybe get that trade right there. All right, so we'll see if that happens.
まあ横ばいになって抜けてきて上のターゲットってことになるかもしれませんよねと。
I'm not real fond of that Swissy right now. All right, EJ, we traded this morning. We're looking for the target actually all the way up to 103.11. We got a little pullback as they took off half their lots at 55 pips. They pulled them back off. Okay, we're at break even on this one. We put 2 lots already in the bank, and we got a break even. When this breaks again, if it pulls down in here and pops like that, you're going to want to add down here above 103. When it breaks above here and hooks, you're going to add here, and we're trying to get all the way.
ユーロ円です。今日トレードしましたよねと。でまあ、ユーロ円って言ってるんですけど、これドル円ですよね。ドル円が出てるんですけど、まあ、トレードしたよねっていうことで、まず55ピップここから狙いましたと。で、まあ、55ピップいったんで、銀行員が半分プロフィットとして取ってます。だから下がってきてます。で、僕たちもこのマイナス 0.618 のフィブ、まあ、こことここ結んだフィブですよね。の618で、決済してます。これ TRB ですよね。ここを取ってるんで TRB618 で2ロット、3ロットのうちの2ロット決済してます。で、1ロットはブレイクイーブン、ここにストップを置いてます。で、もし下がってきて跳ね返ったらですね、ここからまた買い増しをしたいね。で、高値を超えてブレイクフッカーの5でさらに買い増しをして、とにかく113円11銭、すみません、103円ですね。103円11銭というところを狙っているんだよねっていうことを言ってますね。
Here, we're going to move our stop here and here. And if we break hook above here, we're going to add a position here. All right? So our overall target is up there. So that's a lot of stuff that's available to us should it occur. So we're going to put our arrow here to look for a trade above here, and then we're going to look for another trade above here. And we're going to manage it through the rest of it. All right? So good. All right. So currently that trade is up, what? How many pips? 40 pips? Something like that. If you get a drawer, yeah, go get snag it or something, you know, you can get one. You want to take a screenshot and draw on your charts. That's what you want to do. All right, just take a screenshot and you snag it. It's about $40 to buy it. Aussie dollar, you know, we need a pullback here, folks. That's just all there is to it. Let me make these bigger. Alright, so, you know, structure has told us we got a 1, 2, 3. Alright, so what are we looking at next? A 4, right? We got a 1 down, a 2 up, a 3 down, we need a 4 up, and then a 5 down. So we'll look for the 4 up. Alright.
123、OG ドルですね。123なので今4待ってますよねと。
So Right now, the only way to trade, this is a day chart bottom by here. I'm going to put that on there, but I forgot to change the color of that. That is a day chart bottom. Alright, so if they break the chart bottom, you can see it's come down to 97.65. Alright, yeah, there you go. Zoom it. Zoom it will work for you. I think that's free, isn't it, Anil? It's free. Yeah. Yeah, new paint and windows, whatever. It's just something they'll draw. So there we go. So we're looking for wave 4. When that completes, then we'll look for the fifth wave back to the downside. So until that happens, or if they break this, there's nothing to do if they go up, but there's plenty to do if they break this to the downside. There's 120 pips down here.
もし跳ね返ってきたら何もしないで、その後のまた跳ね返りで売っていきたいよね。で、この黄色いところとトレンドが重なっているところまで、120ピップ今あるんですけど、ブレイクしてきたらここまで売っていきたいよねと。
And they could do that, right? But we're looking for the structure says 4 has to happen. Right? EJ, we're in this trade, nice trade, up about 30 pips so far. Took it off at the 55 pip limit. Thanks, half our lots right there. Linkivity, thank you, Peter. Alright, and you can see we're working a little channel now to the upside, so let's draw the channel, find out where that works. Let's go right across there, and go to phone, drag it out, probably out to there. So we're working.
ユーロ円ですね、10分チャットです。で、今朝ですよね、いいトレードできたよねっていうことで、30ピップ今プラスですよねと。で、55ピップまでいってるんで、半分取りましたねと。いいトレードだよねと。で、チャンネルラインもできてるし、みたいな感じですね。
This little channel here. Alright, so movement, a pullback down here makes total sense. If you're in the trade, you got to be below here on your stop, and a bounce up here. If it does that, you got to add a position there. Alright.
はい、今ポジション持ってる方、半分決済してまだ半分持ってる人たちはこの青い線の下、つまりエントリーより下ですよね。なぜかっていうと、今プルバックしてきて、もうトータリーメイクセンス、もう理にかなってますよねと。で、戻ってきて、ここで跳ね返ってきて、もう買い増しをしたいんですけども、なのでストップはこの下がいいですよねと。
Goes here, you got to add a position there for 133.19, which is all that mess over there we saw in the day chart with all those. So that's as far as we're going to go at this stage.
で、133.15 ですか、133円10銭あたりですよね。この辺っていうのはもうデイチャートのいろんなものがあるので、ここまでを狙うべきですよね。っていうのが今のステージですね。その後のステージはどうなるかまだわからないと。
Right. Blue line is just where the pat projector was. That's where it starts, where the white dot was. So, hold the number. 132.16. Pound yen, we got our break. How did we miss this one? What were we doing to miss this one? Jeez, me. Man. I don't know how we missed it. We were sitting there. I was sitting there waiting for this thing. How did we miss it? Goodness gracious. Talking about something else. Yeah, that's what happens. Look at that. Doggone missed the whole doggone thing. Wow.
ポンド円ですね。見逃してしまいましたと。
The limit 55 pips is right there. It's too big a spread to get in it now, but if it gets a pullback, we'll be fine. And it should hit the 55 pips. They'll dump half their lots, and that'll pull it down. And you want to take the trade from down in here somewhere up to here, and you want to double your position.
今だとちょっともう遅いですよねと。ここから白丸から55ピップなんで、白丸の安値からですよね。で、何をしてるかっていうと、トレンドブレイクですよね。ブレイクでフックしてますよね、ヒゲで。で、白丸出てるし、ここから55ピップ。で、今入るともうスプレッド分でもう無理なんで、やめましょうと。で、55ピップ当たったらきっともう半分銀行員が決済してくるので下がってきますと。そしたらこの辺、どっかこの下がってきたところで買い増しですよね。で、この高いブレイクしていったら買い増しですよね。していきたいねと。
Above 156.07. Alright, 2-part trade, beautiful. Big, wide open spaces, folks. Only trade the wide open spaces.
今日も来ましたね。Wide open spaces。今日も来ましたね。ワイドオープンスペースですと歌が来ました。 ワイドオープンスペース取っていこうねってことを言ってますね。
So you can see, why does this trade work and why are they cranking on up here? Because they got a wide open space. There's nothing to stop this until we hit this fib. And where did they stop? At the fib. Now they can still push on up. Alright, but if that pulls it back down, we want to take the trade on the pullback back up to there and double our position up in here. Alright, very easy to see. There's no rocket science in this, folks. Alright. New Zealand, it went to target, as you see, right to the S5. I wonder if they knew where the S5 was. I don't know. That doggone Scott, he's so stinking lucky. Went right to the S5 and stopped dead. All right. So we did break out the day chart trend line, however. That's a serious sign. So if we get a pullback up here, it should come up and square this up. It should pull back up here, and if we get a trade, again, we're looking to trade there, and then we're looking for the trade below.
9ドルですね。9ドルの240分。もうピタリとHSI のターゲットまで当たっていますと。それはまあ当たり前のことなんですけども、これ戻ってきて、スクエアアップしてきて、で下がってきたら売っていきたい。で超えてきたらまた売っていきたいっていう感じですねと。
Which would be where? Down to 8100.
Down to 8100。8100までですね、最終的には。
72, nice job, Scott.
で、スコットさんは72ピップ取ったよって言ってますね。
That's really good, Scott. Money for nothing and the tips for free.
新しい歌出ましたね。Money for nothing for pip for free.
Yeah. Working up its way up here. It's a bear flag right now.
OGN ですね。スコットたちあれなんですよね。ちょっと話違うんですけど、テキサスでも西部ですよね。音楽もカントリーとか好きで、ああいう歌好きなんですよね。すごく陽気な人たちです。OGN ですね。こう今ベアフラッグができてますと。
Alright, that's what it is. And we're waiting for the breakout to the downside.
で、ブレイクアウト for the downside。下に抜けてくるのを待ってますよと。
So it's a bear flag on the smaller charts. Go to the 240. And we'll take a look and see what it looks like. Wow, you can see something here. What's this? Wow. I instantly saw that. All right, it's called reticular cognition. Right? My brain can see it faster than I can find it. All right, so this is probably the end of this move to the downside, and this move to the upside is going to make a lot of sense. I'm going to take the downtrend off. All right, and this is gone. That's what they broke this morning. All right, take a look at the Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers say we are making a turn. We're making a turn. We're making a turn. So that means that this line is in effect. All right, so what?
これ面白い新しいパターン出ましたね。こうブレイクしてきてトレンドラインこう引いててブレイクしてきてもっと綺麗に当たってる感じですね。でここがだから最後になって跳ね返ってくるだろうと。で今1000チャート見てましたけど平均足とか1000チャート見てましたけど、反転したがってるよねってことを言ってますね。
That means we got head and shoulders exactly. There's a big head and shoulders there. We're making higher highs here. So we're gonna now that we've got more information, we're gonna adapt. And we're gonna go right across there. We're gonna go up to here. And yeah, it's not real good, but I do get the heart line proven here and here. 3 candles prove that heart line. So it's working right now. If I took it off of here, it'd be even steeper. So let me see what that looks like before I walk away from that. Ooh, I like it better. I like it a lot better.
今チャンネルライン新しいトレンドがじゃあどうやって始まるかなっていうのを見ていて、見てるのはやっぱハートラインですよね。このハートラインが当たってるかなっていうのを見ています。
Everybody see why I like it better? Heart line, heart line, heart line. See that? Yeah, proves the line too. Alright, so I like that. You can see now we're in an uptrend, so we can trade it. Our first space is right here. Break hook can go here. We're looking at that right there.
ファーストスペースはまずここですよね。まずここでブレイクフック&ゴーでこの水色の線までと。
You gotta train your eyes to see it. See, if you don't train your eyes, that's why you gotta spend hours upon hours in the past putting trends and stuff on. Talk about page at you. So there's the first move to the upside, and this will be the second one. Will be right here. Let's just check and see. see immediately they proved to me that's what we're using.
1つ目の HSI ここですね。買いっていうことに今、重点を置いてシナリオを作ってるんで、今度は下から HSI を引きますよね。でまず白いの。で、次のこのプルバックあったところの、下から黄色い HSI。でも完璧使われてますねと、これだわと。っていうことを言ってますね。なのでやっぱここがターゲットになりますよね、次は。
Alright, so now we can see where the opportunity is. Alright, this target's been taken out. Alright, this target's been taken out right there. So next one would be our big space is right up in here. Big trade here, little trade right in here. Alright, then you get a break, hook, and go, and we're looking up to go to the R4.
R4 を目指しましょうと。
Just time in the charts, Herman. There's no magic here. It's just time in the charts. Alright, EJ, we're in this trade. We got a trade. We got it. We're sitting at break even, and you know that's it. I would actually probably move the stop here. The 8,500 will probably hold it, but if it doesn't, I'd move my stop down here to 83 or maybe 77. All right, and hold on this trade. All right. See, they did the same thing yesterday. They moved it up for 40, 50 pips, or 30, 40 pips, and then they pulled it back down, and they went again. They're just stair-stepping up, all right? Stair-stepping up the hill, all right? And we're trying to get up to this day chart trend. So let's look and see what we got here. We got a 1, 2, 3. All right, so the 4 makes sense. A 4 down to here, and then a 5 completes it, and maybe we'll get all the way to here. All right. I'd say for sure the 77 now that I look at it. Make sure you're at 77 on your stop. Hold on to it for right there.
今、ユーロポンドなんですけど、買ってますよねと。で、ストップ上げましょうねっていうことを言っていました。で、ここで跳ね返ってきて、ターゲットここなんですよねと。で、ここまで狙っていきたいよねっていうことを言っています。で、昨日からずっとステップが階段が上がってきてますよね。階段になってますよねと。なので、心配することはないでしょうと。
Yeah, we're in a big wedge, but we can trade this, and it's just a day chart, so we don't worry about that too much. All right, continuing on. Euro Aussie went to target. Daggone it. I wonder if they knew what the line was. What do you think? Daggone that Scotty's so stinking lucky.
ユーロ王子ですね、240分チャート。またピタリとターゲットまで来てると。スコットラッキーだね。いやいや、違うよと。ターゲットなんて分かるんだよね。でもミスしてるでしょうね。今、ダーガネって言ってたんで、あーってことを言ってるんですよね。
The harder you work, okay, thanks, Elvis. Harder you work, the luckier you're going to get. Why did this trade work? Can everybody see why this trade works? What is that? Wide open spaces. Trade in the wide open spaces. Don't trade anywhere else.
ここすごく取りやすかったですよね。このすごく強い壁ずっと止まってますけど、ここ抜けてワイドオープンスペースがあってそこを取れたよねってことですね。
You're asking for them to take your money. Your spaces. Now, once you trade in the wide open spaces, your chance of getting your stop done is it's done. It hardly ever happens. That's the Dixie Chicks, Herman. Singing that. Sing it, chicks. That's what Pip would post in there. Alright, EuroCAD, we're getting a pullback here. Pretty strong pullback. We were waiting for the pullback. We didn't get it, and we said, don't wait. And look at, they're hooking back into the old, down near the...
ユーロカナダですね。ユーロカナダの10分なんですけど、ユーロカナダの10分。買おうと思ったけど、待ってってことで、買わなかったですよね。で、良かったですね。見てください。下がってきましたと。で、トレンドラインの中に戻ってきているので、良かったですよね。買わないでと。
Wedge again. Alright, so that's not good. Alright, so remember we talked about this. Alright, remember we said right here. Just because they broke it out and hooked back down does not mean that we're going to do it. Alright, that's by Hoops and somebody. I can't remember who it is from. Anybody remember who that's from? Hoops and something. Anybody remember who that's by? Hoops and something. Anyway, buy it at the Yo-Yo, Hoops and Yo-Yo. Thank you, Linda. There, I need somebody to know it. Hoops and Yo-Yo, and you can buy it at the Hallmark Star if you want it. And that's what you should do. Go buy you one, and when you want to push the button, push that one instead of your mouse. And you'll soon break your habit. Every time you push that one, you go, who pushed the button? I told you not to push that button. And you'll teach yourself not to do it. Yeah. All right, so what are we looking at here? All right, so we really are not out of that downtrend. See, we had a break and a hook, but we never got the go part. Does everybody see that? We had a break and a hook. We're ready to go. We got to go. So we're not in a problem here. Not in a problem. We never got to go. So we're back in this, and maybe we're going to continue to the downside. That was a false breakout, and that was it. All right, so until we get more information, now we know we're in a wedge.
ユーロカナダはよくまだわかんないよね。今エッジだよね、ウェッジにいるよねっていうことしかわかんないよねっていうことを言ってますね。ちょっとインフォメーションが少ないですよねと。
Right, see, we're in a wedge for sure, so we got to stay out of that till it either breaks out to the downside or pops back up to the upside. If it breaks out to the downside, you're going to do a double bottom again. So, you know.
で下に抜けてきたらダブルボトム、上に抜けてきたらっていうことですよね。
That would be your opportunity. If we get another attempt to break and hook it, we're going up to here, and trade 2 is up here, a big one up there. Right. Yeah, it could be. Right here. Let me go down. I'll go to the 60 and take a look at it. Right, so yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Looks like a head and shoulders to me. See, twins, twins, and twins right there.
これ面白いことを言ってますよね。ヘッド&ショルダーなんですけど、ツインキャンドルって言って、同じキャンドルが出てきて、これ反転のマークなので、もうこれヘッド&ショルダーと見ていいでしょうっていう感じですよね。
False breakout. They didn't have enough buyers to get it going. They came down here, didn't find enough buyers, probably because it was so late in the session.
でもここ下がってきて、バイヤー、買い手がいなかったですよねと。Not enough buyer、買い手が足らなかった。なぜかっていうと、その時間帯ですよね。今もうロンドンが終わるところですし、ニューヨークの後に入ってくる、後半に入ってくるところですよねって。
Thanks, Jim. All right. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a bounce, break, and hook, and a go. That's what we're looking for. But if it continues on down and breaks out, you're going to have to take the trend line out, and you're going to take the support out. Once you do those two things, then there's this trade right down here. All right. So those are your opportunities, and you don't trade anything but those two opportunities because you're in a wedge. All right. Okay, Herman. All right. CAD yen. All right. CAD yen is keeping its head up. We're going to look for the break, hook, and go above here. Just like we did at EJ this morning. We're looking for the break, hook, and go up to here. We're trading up to the 1270 fib extension and the top of the trend line, which is the day chart trend. It may go all the way up to the R7. All right, we're in wave 5, so that may be all she wrote.
カナダ円ですね。カナダ円も同じくブレイクフック&ゴーで上まで買っていきたいねと。
Right. Oh yeah, for sure, Larry. It teaches you to be myopic. It teaches you the wrong thing. You need to be in the big picture, not the little picture, right? Alright, so we've got a set of twins on the bottom of the New Zealand yen. We're inside a wedge, but that's telling us that they may actually be trying to finish the correction so they can pop it out. So nothing to do until we pop out of this line here. Once we pop out of the line, there's a small trade here.
キウイ円ですね。キウイ円は今、トゥインキャンドル出てます。ここでも同じ長さのキャンドルですよね。なので、このウェッジを抜けたように見せかけて、このトレンドをブレイクしてくるかもしれません。でもこのトレンドブレイク、上にブレイクしてくるまではすることがなくて、ブレイクしてきたら1つ目、2つ目っていうふうに取っていきたいよねと。
And then there's a huge trade up in here. Right? So all the way up to the R5 at 8404. So what do we got to do? We got to wait till we get up, break, hook. All right? Small position here, big position here. All right? Pound New Zealand. For those, we should have people in this trade right now. This is the trade we took. Remember we said this morning, you got to break this line and break the 105.50 at the 85.50. It did that. So there are people who are in this trade right now. All right. So where's it going? We're going to. Hold on a minute. We're going up to the R6 86.65. All right. So that's it. These are some of these lines can go. Move. 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 Alright, so looking good. Let's take it up to 240 and see what we got here. Hard top here, folks. So you can see we gotta take this top out. Break, hook, and go here. Alright, there's your opportunity there.
ポンドキウイですね。このハードトップ、硬いトップを抜けてきたらここまで。で、その後ここまで取っていきたいよねって感じですね。
Another big one up here, but that won't happen until later this week or next week. Right. Silver, for those who can, it's bouncing on the bottom. Every time it's bouncing on the bottom, it's going up, so you can look for the continuation to the upside. We're looking to go up to the RS5, back up to here, 24.38. Right. And what are they doing with the dollar? They're still selling, still buying dollars, but there's not much price action, and it's not going very far. So pound.
まあ銀とドルですね。まあできる人はってことですが、銀の場合は下にまた当たってるのでサポートされてるので、毎回サポートされるたびに上がってるので、まあ買っていきましょうっていう感じですよねと。でドルも買われていますと。だけどまあプライスアクションが少ないですよねっていうことで、ポンドフランですね次は。
Chief, pound chief, we're in an uptrend. We're looking for the bounce and the breakout. We've already had the bounce. We're looking for it to break this top right here, and we're going up to here. All these targets have been taken out, folks. So there's the trade right there, all the way up to 47.91. We don't want to miss that trade on the pound chief if it occurs.
ポンドフランこれ上に抜けてきたら見逃したくないトレードですね。買いですね。
All right. So a break above here, we're going to look for the trade. Trade 1 will be right above the blue line. Trade 2 will be above 4,700. Right, up to 47.91. Be a nice trade if we get that. Right. Pound chief. Right. Kind of working a little rising wedge here again. We're still doing it. I'll take this one off. Right. Rising wedge means we don't stop trading in that direction, but we are very careful. Now this is going to have to prove it's not a head and shoulders. Right now there's a left shoulder, there's a head, and there's a right shoulder. So a break to the downside here means it's a head and shoulders, and we're going back to the day chart.
ポンド王子ですね。ポンド王子、今ヘッド&ショルダーが見えていて、まあ、これがヘッド&ショルダーじゃないと分かったら買っていきたいですよね。で、これライジングウェッジっていう形で、ライジングウェッジっていうのはコンティネーションパターンで上の方行くんですけど、その通りに行くんですけど、いつこう下がってドーンって下がるか分かんないっていう危険なパターンですので気をつけましょう。で、ヘッド&ショルダーじゃないっていうことが分かったら買いたいんですけど、ヘッド&ショルダーだった場合はこのコレクションでトレンドラインの下まで来ますよねと。
Bottom, we'll look for the bounce off that. If it negates the head and shoulders and gets above 54.31, then there's a 60-pip trade right here. So we'll be looking for that trade right there. Until then, it's still a head and shoulders. Stop is really tight because you're in a rising wedge, and you don't have a lot of space. You can only go up to here and not get all the way to the target. So you got to move your stop fast, and you got to move your stop tight when you hit that line right. All right. All right, see how fast they come off that line. They come off that line pretty fast. So if they hit that line and they come off it fast, you better be ready. All right, that's all I can tell you.
この上のラインに当たったらすぐこう下がってくるので、それだけ気をつけましょうねと。
All right, folks, I'll see my fast trackers this afternoon, about an hour or so, hour and a half. And everybody have a great day, and we'll see you.
はい、というわけで今日のセッションリーキャップここまでです。まあそうですね。で、今日多分今までなんか画面細長くなっちゃってたんですけども、まあ、こんな感じですね。これ SNS なんですけど、まあこんな感じで YouTube にアップするともう細長かったんですけど、こうなんか本当こうすごく細長くて、多分今日大丈夫だと思うんですよね。まあせめてこれぐらいの太さにはなると思うんですけど、まああれなんですよね。なんかこのなんて言うんでしたっけ、なんか忘れちゃったんですけど、こう出力とかするときに難しいんですよね。なんかよくわかんないんですけど、あまり僕パソコン詳しくなくて、まあ、僕のパソコン細長いんですけど、また講習会とかで見てもらえればわかるんですけど、レッツノートの CF-SX2 っていうなんかパナソニックの10年祭キャンペーンみたいなので買ったんですけど、なんかすごく細長くなっちゃって、でまあこういう見にくいときですよね。この YouTube って押してください。このプレイしてそのままでもいいんですけど、細長いので、この YouTube ってクリックしていただきますと、こっち飛んでいきますので、YouTube に飛びますので、でここでこの画面だったらちょっと大きくなったり、ここですよね。でこの隣だったらもう全画面で表示されるので、まあ、ちょっとは見やすくなるかなって思うので、ぜひ使ってみてください。それでは今日はこんな感じで、おしまいにしたいと思います。明日ウェブセミナーなので、またぜひご参加ください。そしてまた講習会、再来週ですかね。来週ですか。来週の日曜日26日にやりますので、ぜひいらしてください。それではどうもありがとうございました。失礼します。